Hey there, guys and girls. Thank you for joining me today. So, today I've got something a little bit different. Originally, I was going to do just a straight up Racers Retro Rips, still going through the 91 Donruss, but I'm going to pause on that. I had found this at a Target, and I'll be honest, initially, when I first saw it, because I was kind of in a rush, it was kind of an impulse thing, I saw Beechwood brand. I'm not familiar with that. Parkside Cards, I do believe, established just 3 years ago, 2023. And by first glance, I thought it was like essentially a variety of women's sports. But upon closer inspection, on the back, it does say NWSL, so National Women's Soccer League, featuring the world of women's sports. It just goes on with a bunch of redemption info. But yeah, Parkside Cards, and let's see, 2025 is when this is actually dated. So anyhow, I thought it was interesting. It says here, look for autographs of today's and tomorrow's legends of their games. So very curious. 2025 Beechwood brand sports cards. I don't know if Beechwood makes other sports cards as well. And I'll be the first to say I am not going to be familiar with many, if not all, of these female athletes in soccer. Soccer is just generally not something that I follow, or football in Europe. But yeah, I've had some interesting conversations regarding football. A friend of mine, I have friends, long distance friends from all over the world, and a few of them, quite a few actually, in the UK. And one of them, we were talking, and he says, why do they even call football, what you guys call football, American football, football? You guys barely even have your foot on the ball. You're running with it and throwing with it. And, Anyway, to each their own. They have their own opinions. And it's okay. It's all right. It's American football. It's the National Football League. And then there's European football, as we know, soccer, here in the States primarily. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. That's a rabbit hole. So, this is what the inside looks like. There's the pack. I do believe 25 cards. Yep, 25 cards per box. And I'll just kind of set that right there for now. All right, let's see what we get. I mean, it would be cool, even though I'm not very familiar with these female athletes. It'll help me to learn some of them. And yeah, you never know. Chance for maybe a hit of some kind. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So the first card, what does that say? Washington Spirit. G. Monday. I'm guessing a forward. I mean, pretty cards. Let's see. Forward. Okay, card 104. So it looks like a straight up card. Monday joined the Spirit in 2025 after 3 seasons with UD 10. Yeah, I'd have to really study. I don't know anything about the teams, or very little about the teams. But she represented Nigeria and was a member of their 2023 World Cup squad. The National Women's Soccer League debut, 2025. Born in 2001, hometown, Akwa Ibom, Nigeria. Interesting. I love reading the information on the backs of all these cards. Ella Sanchez. Oh my goodness. We got ourselves an autograph, ladies and gentlemen. Who is that now? Is that Eva Martinez? I'm assuming I can kind of read that. Here in Parkside, authenticated signature. All right, we're going to look into her. If I'd have known it was a SIG, I'd have kept it for the back. But I've never opened these before. I did not know what to expect. And midfielder. So Ella Sanchez is a Mexican attacking midfielder born in Louisville, Kentucky, who plays for Pachuca. The 20-year-old signed professionally at 18 after starring at Racing Louisville Academy, where she scored 144 goals in high school. She represented the U.S. at youth level before switching to Mexico in 2025. All right, so back to this. Let's see. Yeah, Ella Martinez. From Parkside 2025, NWSL Beechwood, Parkside Collectibles, Inc. guarantees the player above personally signed this auto. Well, I am very pleased. I want to say I've heard the name, Ella Martinez, but I could be mistaken. Does it say who she plays for? Like if I knew soccer, I would know immediately probably looking at that jersey, but I really don't know. If anybody does know, feel free to share your thoughts down below. I'm going to put Ella right there gently, and then I will make sure she is sleeved up proper like. All right, wow, we got all kinds of different little cards. I'm liking this so far, I'm not going to lie. So it looks like she's sporting her DoorDash sponsorship, and this is the first card, period, out of any sport that I've gotten where it's like a playing card style card. And I was, looking at the Otani. I think it's a 10 of diamonds, if I remember correctly. That's going for like, I don't know, $500, $600 or whatnot. But yeah, I love playing card style. Okay, so Sarah Gordon. And what does it say here? Oh, she's a defender. All right, so Sarah, what you got going on here? Oh, that is so cool. All right, I'm putting you up, Sarah, because I love the look of the playing card style cards with the real players. That's a beautiful card. Okay, I thought there was a mini in here. So, mini of Caroline Conti. Caroline Conti, midfielder, Bay FC. Caroline Conti is an American professional soccer player for Bay FC of the NWSL. She was drafted in 2024 after a college career at Clemson University. She plays as a midfielder or forward. So just to give a little variety of the cards. Now, if all of these cards are going to be different, obviously I'm not going to be able to put them all on stands. But just to kind of show the variety of what you can get in one of these little packs. So far, each card has been different. And I mean, that's pretty phenomenal in my opinion. I think that's a clever way of having some serious variety in your set. I mean, I can't imagine every card being like that. So I'm thinking this might be a base card. That must be, I'm guessing, a parallel. But this is A. Kingsbury. And it also says Washington Spirit. CVS Health sponsored. Yeah, okay, so these is the bases. And it talks about the players. I would like to read each one, but I know the video will be entirely too long if I do. M. Pogarch. And that's for the Utah Royals. Then we've got J. Bug. That's an awesome name, J. Bug. And that's for, is that Seattle? Seattle Reign FC. Oops, pulled two of them there. D. Cascarino. So D. Cascarino, San Diego, on the San Diego team. A. Tejada, Utah Royals. Defender. G. Carly for San Diego. Rookie card. That's too cool. These are also the first soccer cards I think I have, period, in my collection. G. Chanda for Orlando Pride. T. McCown. McCown? I was going to say McNown. But yeah, T. McCown. And that's for the Washington Spirit. I'm almost positive I've heard of her before. M. Alado, Portland Thorns. These teams, the names of these teams are really cool. D. Calaprico, Houston Dash. You know, shout out to their jerseys too. I like the colors of their jerseys. Debrina for KC. Oh, wow, what is this? Okay, so it looks like, oh man, so this has so much variety, guys. I'm sorry, I'm going on and on, but I know somebody that would absolutely love this next card. Okay, so let me get back on track. We have Sam Staub along with Lynn Biondolo. And you can see the perforation. It's like a dual card kind of thing. Yeah, number 33 and number 43. Interesting. I mean, the only thing that I would say is who would want to separate those? Like, I suppose theoretically you have to if you want to try to put them in an order, but I'm most definitely not going to be doing that. I'm going to keep them together. And yeah, set that back there so that you guys can kind of, at least kind of see. Move Eva, or is it Eva? Or is it Ella? Ella, I'm sorry. All right, then the next card. Yeah, Bosnian. Beechwood brand. Bosnian horse, I'm assuming. The breed of horse. Bosnian mountain horses are tough Balkan ponies with ancient roots, sure-footed and gentle. They historically worked mountainous terrain. Preservation efforts now protect this endangered breed. I know exactly who would love that card. And she will most likely be watching. All right. So, now we have another unique card. Oh, wow. That is really cool. So, Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. Like, I would not expect, I guess I didn't know what to expect, but I wouldn't expect, I love history cards, memorial cards, anything like this, and especially of such a prominent and important figure. Yeah, it talks about Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, dedicated in 2011 on the tidal basin, is a tribute to the civil rights movement leader, inspired by his "I Have a Dream" speech. Its central feature is the Stone of Hope, a 30-foot granite statue of Dr. King emerging from the Mountain of Despair. An inscription wall features 14 of his powerful quotes on justice, democracy, and hope. It is the first memorial on the National Mall. Is that Mall? National Mall, honoring an African American, completed in 2011. Wow. And I don't think this cost much. I'd have to double check, but I could have sworn I didn't pay more than like $13, maybe $16 for this, but I don't think so. If we have one of these pretty cards here, Nicole Fortis. Have her share with Ella Sanchez. I'm going to end up learning all of these female soccer players. C. Recaro on the Chicago Stars. Yeah, I wonder if any of them sign. I would love to have these. These would make beautiful signature cards. You know, in a way, kind of. I'm curious to see what you guys think. It has, I mean, granted, they are actual photos, but the card and everything almost has kind of a Allen and Ginter feel to it, slightly. Maybe it's just me, but slightly. H. McCutcheon, Orlando Pride. I had no idea I was going to have this much fun with these cards. And Lorena for Kansas, or KC. Let me see. I'm assuming, yeah, Kansas City Current. And we have two cards left. M. Johnson, Chicago Stars, rookie card. And then last but not least, we've got A. Morehouse on Orlando Pride. So, yeah, my final thoughts on this, just for a fun factor alone and also an educational factor, I think it's more than worth it. I'm thrilled, and I will probably buy another one of these. I love these cards here. And man, I would love to have one of these signed by one of the athletes. Gosh, that would be gorgeous. But so yeah, again, show you some of the inserts up close. There's that one. And then we've got this style of card. Two players there. Then we have the mini. That reminds me of the Sport Kings minis. They're square like that. Then we have what I would call a parallel. It's identical style to the base, but it is a parallel style. Just a little comparison right there. Yeah, in case you didn't see earlier. And then we have this gorgeous Bosnian card. I like variety, and I'm a sucker for nature. I absolutely love nature and the outdoors and animals. So, I mean, this is like right up my alley. Overall, I'm not going to lie. All right, and we have this card here. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial card. Totally unexpected. I have no idea. And then, of course, the autograph of Ella Martinez. So, man, this could have been just a solo video, but I did say earlier that I was going to go ahead and open 2 packs of retro. So I will go ahead and do that really quick. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just going to set Ella right there for now. Goodness. All right. So, Series 1. Yep, hunting for elites. Hunting for legend. Nolan Ryan hunting for autograph of Rhino. Extremely rare, but, you know, I got them for a good price, and I figure, why not? I'll give it a shot. And it's always fun to pull some Hall of Famers, legends of yesteryear. All right, so we've got Eric King, start things off. Scott Scudder. Dick Schofield. That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Les Lancaster. Rob Murphy. Tommy Gregg. Mark Williamson. Bobby Thigpen, one of the nice Diamond King. It's a nice artwork there. Ellis Burks. Yeah, I remember I was collecting Ellis Burks early on. I had, gosh, as a kid, I had a number of players, just sheets of, you know, popular players at the time. Very, very promising prospect, and he had a solid career. Doug Jones. Alvaro Espinoza. Ron Karkovis. Walt Weiss. Gosh, I remember, yeah, Walt Weiss. So when Walt Weiss had first come out, you had, of course, the brothers, Canseco and McGuire, the Bash brothers. And then you had Walt Weiss and Terry Steinbach. And yeah, those were the 4, in my recollection, most popular players. You knew that McGuire and Canseco were for the long haul. You know, we, of course, back then probably thought we'd get more out of Canseco down the road. But yeah, Walt Weiss, I mean, solid player. He's coaching, where did I see him coach? Somebody will know. And yeah, I do believe he's a MMA fighter. I mean, you know, he's trained MMA. Terry Bross, rated rookie. And puzzle piece. All right, so we didn't get any huge stars, but definitely some solid players. And I'll go ahead and open the next pack. This is going to be Series 2. Don Russ. And again, I would have just kept the video Beechwood brand. I had absolutely no idea it was going to be that varied and interesting. And, of course, getting an auto. No clue. So, but I'm a man of my word. Mark Parent. Wally Whitehurst. Tim Leana. Brad Arnsberg. Danny Darwin on the MVP. Doug DeCenzo. Look out for Rob Dibble, bud. Atlee Hammaker. Vince Coleman. Base stealer extraordinaire. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. So we've got our first Hall of Famer. Tom Bolton. Ozzie Smith. Coming in clutch. Another Hall of Famer. Curt Schilling. I'm going to put Curt Schilling up there just because he's very solid amazing pitcher. Gary Pettis, veteran player for sure, longtime player. Darrell Hamilton. Ken Patterson. And the puzzle piece. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for your time. If you do like this content and you maybe your first, second, or third time watching, feel free, if you wish, to like. Please consider a subscribe. And or if you wish to share any of the above, I will take. And I appreciate everybody's time. Let me know what you think, guys. Have any of you heard of these soccer players, these female athletes? And have you heard of Ella Martinez? What do you think about the Beechwood brand? I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, take care and be good to each other.